Hey, hi Ashok.
Hi, Nakochum.
Let's wait for others to join. Yeah, I think I can. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, Ashok, you are also like one of the trainer or
Yeah, I'm important to VMware.
okay. Hi Chandra.
Hi, Nagarj.
Hello, hi Debasis. Hello, hi all. Let's wait for some more time. Few people are joining. Hi, Mahindra. So you're also one of the trainer?
Hey, I'm sorry I missed out. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, hi, Mahindra. Like of the trainer or you're an aspiring student?
Yeah, kind of aspiring. I've done mentoring and training for other, uh, you
Okay.
know, topics, but not for SAP. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. Yeah. Let's wait for a couple of minutes and I will start the session. Yeah. Hey all, let's start the session and let me share my screen as well. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello everyone. This is Nagarjun. So today we are here to discuss on SAP SD training. So let me start. Yeah, I'll be introducing myself. So this is Nagarjun. I have overall 14 years of experience in like overall like around 8 years of real time of SAP SD experience. And since 2 years, I'm trying to teach in corporate trainings as well as training few students who are excelled and placed in few organizations as well. So I am already a certified consultant. Like recently, also I completed the latest certification in SAP SD. Yeah, and also trying to learn the AI part, so which is a crucial thing in our future. So that part also I have certified myself, so that to be in line with the organization and be in the latest technology side. Yeah, yeah. Warm welcome to all, and may I know, like, each one can introduce themselves and just say this background or simple thing. Yeah, just to be familiar with each other. I can start with Chandra. Yeah, you can unmute and just
Yeah,
tell us about yourself. Yeah.
yeah. Hi, Nagarjun. My name is M. Chandrasekhar Reddy. I'm from Andhra Pradesh. So I'm interested to learn SAP SD also.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. My
Okay. Next.
well, thank you, Nagarjun.
Yeah. Ashok, I think I already heard, and Mahindra also.
Okay. Hey everyone, Mahendra here. I've got around 15 years of total experience, much into project management, HR, and other fields. I also had some experience with SAP, ABAP, BW when I started my career. That was long back, almost 15 years back. We are doing some BW integration stuff with SAP. Uh, that's a basic introduction. I'm trying to learn more into other modules of SAP. And it's interesting that you mentioned about how AI is going to change the future of SAP and how we are actually certified. Maybe we'll talk about that offline later. That'll be more
Sure.
actually something we can look forward to in the future to work on trainings too, I guess. Yeah.
Definitely, we'll do that. Yeah. Hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me start up. Yeah. So basically, my agenda is to start up the basic why we need SAP, and why SD critically other than other modules. So in market we have FI, SD, MM, ABAP as well. So why specifically an SD? So that part, and important details or important things on sales and distribution side, which will take you in, like, not a deep dive because I can't take you all the details in one single session. So basic things, how and why we relate ourselves to the, like, generic way to understand the module. So that part I will start. Yeah, let me. Yeah, what is SAP? You all know, like, is one of the German, um, like every organization, a mid-size, a large, or whoever, like any organization uses the applications. So to run that smoothly, they need some ERP, which should be very seamless and should be integrated to, which integrates all the departments. For example, we know in the market we have multiple ERPs or modules, various ERPs in the market, like Oracle. We can say Salesforce, but mostly they are specifically binded to some or other generic term. Like, we know Oracle always means to finance, Salesforce and Workday, it's always HR. So similar to like that, SAP is something which is not a small thing, like which integrates all the departments, like sales, which is an important core department, like sales, procuring, uh, finishing the product, and finance, HR. So all these things. So SAP addresses all these core areas. So like it was started long back, like in 1972 in Germany. So it integrates all the core business modules. So we have different modules in SAP, like finance, FSCO, HR, supply chain, sales, analytics. We have multiple reporting tools like BW, and reporting tools are also there. So whatever business needs, SAP provides. Addition to that, they are trying to innovate themselves from normal R3 to their journey from R3 to ECC to S4HANA. Now they're still improving themselves and trying to be better. And S4HANA, why they have introduced to have their own market in database, and also to improvise and give, also take that market, whatever the niche market there. Earlier, this is only to a larger scale section. So to remove that myth, they are trying to introduce themselves with the smaller modules. Like, S4HANA introduced themselves in a finance module initially. So that's how SAP is evolving itself, and why it is surviving. Yeah, because of improving themselves, learning new things. Addition to that, as I said, AI, They're trying to bend that because it's a market trend now. So everything, whatever it comes, SAP takes that as a challenge. Okay, let's go with SD. Why SD? So here you don't need to be an like for sale of yeah. One of the biggest module is sales and distribution in SAP. Other than other modules, FICO and in that definitely you should have some expertise. For SAP SD, you don't need to be an MBA graduate or a BTech graduate. You can be a normal BCom or any graduate, BSc. Based on that, you will like gain knowledge, like because this is a very you don't be like it's just a graduate is enough for that. But for example, if you are learning that FICO module or module, but FICO module you'll not be seeing the terms regularly, like reconciliation or dunning or any other stuff. So these kind of terms and other thing will not match. Definitely you need to have some background on that modules. Unlike SD, SD is a generic module where you see in a, like regular days, like how do you like you book an Amazon order, you place it. Next, if you don't want it, you will cancel it. If you need it, how the delivery happens to you. So these kind of general stuff attracts many people to join SD. So you don't need to be a specialized person, knowing the general terms. So this training, whatever we are going to give, will make you more like whatever the like in-depth knowledge on generic than the other modules. So and we will learn it from the scratch, like basical stuff, how it relates to general and how we can get the knowledge on like uh, more terminologies in SD. So by the time you complete the course, you'll be able to understand the overall things. So my target is to be like our overall course content will be like minimum like the freshers will not get a job in SD. So only there are other chances like campus placements will be there, and trained certified consultants, they will also go. For them it is different. So person, we are trying to make ourselves like a 4 years experienced guy. Based on this knowledge, whatever I'm going to give you, with that you will be like a 4 years experienced guy and 4+, so that you will try to attend the interviews and crack it, and just making yourself switching from whatever project you are doing or whatever like non-finance job or any other kind of job. So that is the motive intention for us. So let's dive into our normal SD part. So SD, it handles the process from audit to cash. Basically, it starts from inquiry, a quotation, sale order, delivery, and invoice. So this is simple process of O2C cycle, where you will understand, once I have placed an order, how it is creating and how the shipment is happening and how it is reaching to me. That kind of details we will know. So in SD, we have basically like org structure. Let me take you. Yeah, this is the O2C cycle where I was trying to mention you. So we have divided it into 3 parts: pre-sales, sales, and billing. So 3 parts. Like we can say it's post sales also, like billing after sale. So initially we what is pre-sale? Initially we get quotations, inquiry from the customer. We will try to negotiate with them and give the best quotation. Next, sales part. Sales part is something is once the sale, like we will create a sale order based on the inputs from quotation, whatever quotation we have given to a customer. So that an entry will be happening, and from there the billing will happen. So that means we have received that order and we have succeeded in the part. So that's how the things happen, and billing will happen, and we will generate the invoice to the customer and we'll get the money. But in case of like whatever I explained, like Amazon, other stuff, we do like we do have a cash on delivery as well. So different those kind of stuff will happen. Okay. Let me take you to the history and the architect and the landscape in simple terms. So like we have other modules like SD, MM, finance, controlling, like FICO, which is similar part. So and other like other modules like QM, HR, other stuff. So how SAP evolved? So initially I told you it started from R3, then later on it went to ECC. So currently most of the 60% of them are using ECC, and now they have to upgrade themselves to S4HANA. So that is how we will see more migration projects or upgrade projects in coming years. Yeah, because even my organization, whatever I'm working, is also trying to migrate itself to S4HANA. Yeah. Next, we'll go to architect. So simple. SAP, we have 3 layers. Once, whatever we are seeing is a presentation layer, application layer, whatever in the background, the program or whatever it is running, that is application. Database. We store the data in table level. Information in table level. That part I will explain you in the next slides, how we are saving it. So why do you need an architect? Like architect, why should you know? Because see, an end user will be there. He will be working on only presentation layer. An application layer where an ABAPer, a programmer will work. Okay. Database layer, that is just stores the data. So as a consultant, you should be aware of what how, you should be in the shoes of a end user, plus learning all the concepts, then being a consultant themselves and supporting the business. So SD is always an edge where you always need to give support or guidance to the users. Like for example, even they are planning for a new change or any change things, we are the edge between like we know there are business analysts, they will gather the information, but in this case SD functional consultant will be a crucial person between an ABAPer and the business. They will design the things, uh, they will suggest better options based on the experience. Based on that, an ABAPer will perform the code. So like that. Not going into deeper stuff, simply a presentation layer is used by the end user. So other layers are there like that. So basically in SAP, we have 3 types of systems. One is a development system, one is a test system, and one is a production system. A development system where we do the development. Okay. A test system where we do the testing. Because we have did some changes other than the standard process which SAP is following. So that part, we do an additional testing and see how it works. Later on, after getting all approvals, we will move it to the production. Then only whatever the changes we made will work. So I want to just give you a heads up on like the landscape, how SAP is there and how in the background each person plays a crucial role like that. So yeah, any questions till now? You can unmute and ask me. I will try to explain because I was little faster, maybe.
I think that's great, whatever you explained. One small doubt here. Normally, we have some things called CRM systems, right? Those things handle
Yes,
the lead part. Is that handled in SD or is there a separate module in SAP for that?
it is a separate model. Yeah, CRM handles in a different way. Yeah, like it's a separate model. Correct.
Okay, thank
Not
you.
a part of SD. But we have integrations where I initially mentioned we get quotation and inquiry from customers. So CRM is the main structural like the tool or the first part for get one of the part, because we get information in a different ways like through email from customer or anyway. So bigger organizations use CRM where they will feed the information, whatever the goods or like whatever based on the organization. For example, we have a manufacturing organization, manufacturing companies. If they are placing some spare parts, okay, that spare part information or other stuff we can get through CRM. Like for they will update in that, and we need to deliver that. Anything, even if we are supporting in a services industry. For example, we are giving a license to someone that is getting expired. So all the renewal part, another part, everything will be in the CRM side. So that's how every module is important. So in my training session, I also included integration between different important modules, because in day-to-day transactions, we always have coordination between FICO module, MM module, because we all work together. We all share the same part because we are under sales and production side. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, what enterprise structure, sales and distribution. So maybe you are like, why? What is SD? What in depth we can have? Yeah, simple. We always have an like, these are some technical terms like a company code, because many of them are working in an organization. So you might have gone through these words: company code, sales organization, because even our organization also, like, everything will have been to be maintained in a number or a code way, so that we can do taxing, billing, everything. So that's how an organization is defined. So for us, as a sales and distribution analyst or consultant, our area is our highest org level is sales organization. Means we report to sales organization. Okay, that means whatever is there in sales organization is our activity or our part. Other, for example, we have other plant company code. Company code will be mostly maintained and done by our finance consultant. Plant will be maintained by our material management consultant. So that's the reason I always say we are integrated. We are nowhere apart. Initially, you should learn SD. Later, we get to know the integration part. Later on, we learn S4HANA, because that is also one of the important the S4HANA, next AI, which is coming things. So we'll do baby steps, like first SD, we'll complete that. Later on, like that, we have to progress ourselves. So basically this slide, I want to explain why we have an enterprise structure. So we design that. For example, in a greenfield project or anywhere, we will get the inputs from customer. So we have to design that, we have to deliver to the customer based on the timelines and other stuff. That is, we have some methodologies that will be technical. So I will teach you in the training sessions. So let me go to the next slide. Yeah. What kind of jobs we get in SD? Because people ask me many times, I am learning SD. How can I be placed? Is the training useful for me? Like that. So I always tell them that support project is one of the easiest way to enter into IT side when you are a non-IT or even working for a different module. Because a support project is something where which is already established. Example, for an organization, initially they will implement. Implementation is one of the job role where a consultant will be there. All the consultants, they will develop and they will complete that and they will leave. Next, it goes to the support project. Support project is a core where they will keep the project or process alive, whatever organization. So most of the organization, because implementation is a one-time part. So after implementation, you may ask me a question, how can I add new, in like the second part is a rollout. So how I can extend my business? Maybe how can I make it more a small projects, not like implementation. So that's why we have this kind of roles. First, implementation, where you create everything and leave it. Next, a rollout project. If if you are also in support projects, you can be moved to a rollout project where you will be working in that small project and coming back to the support project. Upgrade and migration also one of the recent we are like it is popular now because many of them are in ECC. As I explained in the previous slides. Yeah, let me page down. Yeah, SAP versions were uh, ECC. Initially, we have an older system R3. Later on, we upgraded ourselves to ECC. Now we are upgraded ourselves to S4HANA. So most of the organizations are in ECC. So they have to upgrade. They have kept some deadlines from SAP side. What happens if they don't upgrade? They will not get support from SAP. They can have their in-house consultants with supports, but they will not get support from SAP. Because see, why we have to be integrated with SAP is an organization. Even recently, I'll share one of the experience recently I had. One of my colleague, we were trying to do one change. So that change, they have created like we have interacted with SAP team directly. SAP team. We have shared our inputs and we have suggested few changes. They have created an OSS note where this change other organization can also use. So that's how SAP, client or business, they should be in line. If we are distracting ourselves from SAP, then we are alone. Whatever bugs or issues are coming up, they'll not support. So migration projects will be popular now, but mostly SD will have lesser part. So, but we have a chance where, yeah, next part, yeah, we have different kind of data. A master data, we have in master data we have 4 kind of datas. It is simple, like master data in customer master, where we store the customer name on it. Material, the product name. CMIR is it's like a bridge between customer master and material, customer and ourselves. CMIR. Condition master is maintaining few details. Okay, these are the 4 master datas we have. So migration project, we will have maybe we have LSMW, like we have a stuff or work to do where we can migrate the master datas or some transactional information from one system to other system. So our role will be there. So mostly like 3 months to 6 months projects or will be there. So yeah, so my suggestion will always be a support project where initially if you are going to learn based on the learnings or knowledge you gain, it will be useful. In a day to day you'll get some incident like tickets. You'll be having some timelines. You'll have the time to understand, learn that already you have learned through this training session. So implementing that part after getting a job, you have time. In implementation project and other rollout projects, it will be difficult to interact because you'll not have time to breathe as well. The timelines will be very strict and stringent. The support projects is a little free. So that was my intention to have this. Yeah, let me continue. Yeah. So yeah, we have some more topics in this, like master data. That means, yeah, master data, where I mentioned customer master, material master, customer material info, which is a bridge between ourselves and our customer, and condition master data. Okay. So in this, we will go deep when we start this training sessions. So how a master data is maintained, how the settings are there, and how the determinations or configuration are there. Similar like that material master. Because you may ask me, why we are doing material master? We have material team. It is an integrated part. We have our part to do that. We have our sales data to be inputted in that. So that's how we are. That's how in the initial only I told SAP. Yeah, like integrated. It's an integrated process. let me continue. So in that, one of the major part is pricing. Simply, in the simple term I mentioned in the slide, you think like a calculator that automatically adds a component of price, such as, for example, you know that in a Swiggy, if you are ordering something, they add all the components. So how that part is added automatically? So that part we are implementing in SAP. That is how, in a general way, we are like relating that, so that the learning will be very easy compared to other modules. If you are going for an ABAPer, you should be definitely an like a BTech or some guy who is having some coding level knowledge. Then like for FICO, we should have some finance background. But SD, anyone can learn. So like we have like master data part, a pricing part, like that. So these condition techniques and other stuff I will explain in my like training session, because this is one of the major part in SD. Okay, that's why I've introduced in the slide, just to give an insight why pricing is important, because that's how we get the revenue, like that. And okay, any questions for now? Okay, I'll take it as no. Yeah. Why do we need tables? So people, whenever they start training or anything, they will in SAP we have multiple tables or database, anything. Why? Because people will be like worried or tensed when they start the session, because it's difficult to remember, like almost many tables are there, so it is difficult to remember. Slowly, while our training session starts, plus whatever I give you, we will learn in part wise. Like for example, today you learn 10 tables, next you learn another 10, like that. 20-30 tables or the basic thing we learn, which we can use and implement in SAP. So tables are something, the data will be stored. So we have two type of data in this. Okay, one is master data and another is transactional data. Based on the slide, I can just read. A master data is reused across all sales process, because and a transactional data, an order creation. So like that. Two parts, simple. One is a master data, where even in Amazon or Swiggy, we always store our address and payment information. That is the master data. Transaction, what kind of product you are buying. So for example, we are buying some stuff this time. We are buying a different stuff. That is transaction. So the order vary and the timelines also vary. Similar to that, our in SAP also, based on the product or based on the organization you join, the work will vary. But we should learn the standard process, then we implement the custom. So every organization will use a custom programs or custom changes based on their business requirement. Everything. So we can customize that, because organization might be there from long time. So they have implemented multiple things, multiple new areas based on the customer requirement, like that. So data will be stored in the table level. So the tables need to be learned. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So let me go to. So in my training course, I will be like completing or making you understand the concept of a basic how an end user will be there. Later on, how to be determinations are maintained. A determination is something which will come automatically in that sale order. I told you O2C cycle where order is created. We don't need to enter all the data. Okay. If we go to a supermarket, we just give phone number to that customer whenever billing, but we do pay the cash to them, even though they will take our information, because that's a customer master data they maintain. So like that. So I will be able to cover all the topics of like introduction. We have enterprise structure, master data. We have a lot of stuff which we can go through once we start the sessions. So addition to that, mostly I have completed that. I don't want to get you or take the. This is just a demo session where I want to make you understand why SD. That was the intention to have this class. So another SD session where we can deep dive or do a basic stuff, we can do that session as well if people are interested. Um, that was the thing. And yeah, let me clarify. Like there are some other points which I want to discuss. S4 HANA. People nowadays they ask why we can learn S4 HANA instead of SD. Why learning SD? We can directly learn S4 HANA in the market. What I say is there is no end-to-end training till now because it just started. I mean, it's there, but yeah, people are trying to market. But ECC is a part where it is already established. Even if you search in Google also, without anyone's help, you'll get that answer. I mean to say that after getting the knowledge only, you'll understand. Otherwise, even if you're searching that part, you'll not understand. So, so there is no end-to-end training for S4 HANA. Because if you join in a migration project or any other stuff, you'll not able to relate with ECC or S4 HANA. So that's the edge where I would like to make myself a better one, like better. This will be a better training for you. That suggestion is from my end. So some people will do after joining the trainings, they will quit the job or buy a new laptop. Don't do that mistake. Try to whatever you are currently doing job, continue that. Take at least 2 to 4 hours of daily time, complete the training sessions, um, do some practice session, taking that like we do have demonstrate. Like IDES is a system, it's a it's an educational system. What do you say, where I've mentioned, let me go you. Yeah, I mentioned there are 3 landscapes. There is one more landscape, that is IDES system, where it is for education, for training or other stuff. We can play in that. Okay, that's but in production, test system or development, we can't play. So initially by learning and like getting all kind of errors and other stuff in the IDES system, you'll understand the process project. So another point, yeah. So I'll be supporting you like in interview questions, complete course structure, making you learn from the scratch. Also, I'll support you in the certification path where I can make you understand and how it works based on the requirement. Certification is a last part because few people there will be an edge, but not much. But yeah, somebody would like to be confident on their end because they have completed the certification. Even the organization which they are taking feel that, array, this is a certified guy, like that. That option will be there, but that's last. We'll see. So in my training sessions, I'll also make you go through how the current company organization process runs and how they work, um, how they get the tickets. I also make you understand the tools like ServiceNow. We have Sharewell, different kind of ticketing tools are there. I'll make you aware of that, and so that you will see the process flow. Once you are go on live, you will catch up easily. Nobody ask you to do directly a live project. Like once you complete a training and placed in an organization, they will give you some breathing time. That time you'll be understanding the project, understanding the requirement, how they are working. Then you start getting tickets and working on that. So that kind of core level I will try to train you, so that you will be in line to be an 4 years experienced guy. Because I want to add some more tools which I am experienced or familiar in my career structure. So I have seen Ariba. We have some what do you say, invoicing tools which automatically creates an invoice, um, and we have also worked with some robo like what do you say, automation projects. Okay, there are simple, but we will not, we will just guiding them. So in automation projects also, SD guy will be there. So there will be some small process or small activities in sales and distribution side, which will be taken over by automation part. So that kind of knowledge training or training to the users, or that part will take care. So I have experienced that as well, taking up that project, being that lead. So that edge also I can give you. So going forward, we'll try to we'll be more deep diving, learning the concepts, the project. Initially, anything, we have to be an end user first. Next, how an end user does. That is how every every module will start. First, being an end user, taking the concept, learning the concept, deep diving into the determination and learning the tables and other stuff. Next, there are some other topics like credit management, um, like free goods, pricing, like that. There are some topics are there which are important. So that topic also you'll be familiar theoretically. Practically, from my end, I will show you how a process works, how you'll get a tickets, how you can work on that. So there are some concepts which are like RISE FW, like where getting the requirements, or ASAP methodology. These kind of terms I'll make you familiar. I'll make you a 4 years guy who are like 4 years experienced guy, or somebody who is fresher. Or else, if you're already into a module or learning other module, you will take that edge. Like if I want to be an module consultant, I will say SD and MM consultant, rather than I will make that experience full, like that. So if for a fresher, for experienced guy, everyone, SD will be benefited to switch their jobs or make a better like compensations revenue wise. Yeah. Any questions?
Hey, Mahendra here again. So we were discussing about the SD life cycle, right?
Yes.
I'm again not familiar with the current ecosystem in SAP, but I used to initially hear about something called as technical consultants and techno-functional consultants. So when we are learning SD, is it functional or technical? What are we covering there, and how much of technical knowledge is required for someone coming into SAP new?
Zero. I can say technical knowledge. You can say zero, because we will be a consultant. But yeah, initially, like for example, if you are quoting yourself as 8 years or 10 years of experience, you should have familiar with the codes or table level, like a wrapper. We need to coordinate. We need to work with a wrapper. Okay, that is the intention. They will look for a techno-functional consultant. But currently, our training will cover as a functional, not as a
Mm-hmm.
techno, because technically that will be a last topic or something where we can give you smaller session of debugging, how we can debug or understand like topic. That part we can include. But learning a technical thing, it's totally a different concept, because in the background they will create like they will add programs, they will work on like customized stuff, layouts, different
Mm-hmm.
kind of things are there which are difficult for a consultant to learn. So why as a consultant? Because you are going as a like a basic new guy, learning the concept, implementing that. This is standard across all organization. They will use a sale order, they use the delivery, but in a different way or a different name. That's all. Everywhere you go as an SD consultant, you'll have a similar kind of tickets or issues. So by gaining a new after completing the training and getting into our organization, gaining that experience, our learning will help them. But definitely
Got it.
a techno-functional guy is a different person who, like, they will expect after 6 or 7 years, they expect you to be a techno-functional consultant, because to save their budget.
Yeah, right, right.
Because if you are if you are both, they can ask you to add the code as well.
You can do all the work.
Yeah. Budget wise, a mid-size organization will do that, but I can't take names, but they're a bigger organization. They definitely keep work differently for a sales guy, MM guy. Definitely, even we have a smaller organization. They will not risk because their business is small. Only the mid-sized guys, they want to cut that budget. They will look for a guy but definitely not 4 years. For a 4 years guy, they will not ask technical things. Yeah, but they might ask us for HANA. But we can tell them that we are experienced in this. We know the difference on that concepts. We can at that point. Yeah.
So for a newbie like me, right, what is
Yes.
actually the difference between ABAP and S4HANA? Like, even if you're using S4HANA, you're still going to use ABAP, or how does it work?
Yes. Yes. S4 HANA is an upgraded version of ECC, like a new version. Like ABAP is something a programmer. A programmer is always existed because it even SAP was it because of this legacy and lot of knowledge from the coders. Like ABAPer, they are called ABAPers. They will write the programs, different kind of programs. That
Mhm.
made it stand. Like SAP found, like initially they don't have much ABAPers, so people used to create codes. They will write some program. That programs SAP made it as a standard. That standard they have acknowledged from SAP, and like SAP is the main structure. So SAP. So SAP organization recognized things, and they have already made that standard. Any new inventions or any new thing also they will take it. As I said recently, one of my colleague has made it happen. a OSS node was created because of him. So it can happen. We will also give knowledge to SAP. So a coder is always important, where he will add that in the background. Yeah. As a functional consultant, we are a bridge between the business and SAP. We will give them the conceptual knowledge, like how should a business run. It's a regular term. Like definitely we can't do sales after billing. Like billing can't be first. So that kind of information or knowledge we'll give to them. First we have to get the quotation life cycle, which I told you. First, we'll get some. That's a pre-sales. Pre-sale will happen like people will go and try to give like quotes or quotation. People will ask about that, but only few people will be successful in getting the making it to order. Once order is created, then only the sales will happen. That means a sales has been initiated. So life cycle is like that. We need to explain to the business. You're starting a process means even a small organizations are there. Not only SAP, we have Oracle. We have different kind of ERPs. People will definitely use that ERP. Um, why I'm using Oracle means they are experienced in finance. So if I'm a mid kind of or a very small organization, I can't afford to buy SAP. It is very huge and very expensive. So to overcome that part also, S4 HANA has been introduced. And also to previously we used to hold the database with Oracle and other vendors.
Mhm.
Now they are for S4 HANA, we are giving our own database. That means they can store the information. And also we have overcome lot of older stuff. Um, like we have in master data, which I'll going to explain here in SD, that part has been integrated into only one single T code. So they have made it simpler. So
Okay.
if you learn SD, a complicated stuff or whatever topics, you will be easy to learn the new smaller things.
Mhm.
Yeah. But a 4 year
So
guy, they will not ask a techno functional. Yeah.
for a 4-year guide, like as you said, interview, what kind of questions do we
Mhm.
expect, or what exactly are we supposed to know with that kind of experience?
Yes, correct. That part also I will give them. Like we can have mock sessions once training will be completed. I will because mostly at interview for an SD consultant maximum will be 30 to 45 minutes. They will try to understand you because you're already just experienced. That means you will know the concept because that's how the market runs. They all know. Because for an SAP fresher, we don't have jobs. That's for
Mm-hmm.
sure. Only a consultant who is a certified consultant or but certified also they will pay very less. So to have like a link between market revenue, we'll always go as an 3-4 years experience guy. So
Got
only maybe there are some organizations where they take a fresher guy, train them, but that will be very smaller part. So major part, whoever tried to learn SAP or came into the industry, they have mentioned themselves as experienced or certified.
Thank you. Yeah.
So thank you guys. If you have any questions or anything, you can just note down the email ID. I'll looking forward to have more sessions because definitely I will give the real time edge to you. So that yeah, definitely you are into a real period or real time, you will understand how Nagarjuna has taught you, or how easy it is for us to learn that simple concepts. Yeah, because many trainers are there. How I can be an edge? Definitely, I will make you understand, learn few concepts which are like theoretical. Definitely, we should learn that. Addition to that, how market works, how important questions are there. Um, that important questions, learning that, attending interviews. For SD, FI, any module, it's an evergreen. But there are timelines where hiring season will be there, because because of US timing or other stuff. Because Christmas time, nobody will like to work in the US or other stuff. So definitely there is an hiring season. Only few time it is not there, but in that time also it's fine. We do get hirings. For example, like a Christmas time or any closing periods in India. So mostly the better periods are after like August, May to August, or even September, November, everything. It's there, but only few seasons it will be difficult. Otherwise, it's very because even my session will start December, means definitely by March or April, we can see more intakes. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys for joining the session. Any queries or anything, you can reach Kavita, and you can mail to us. Yeah. Thank you so much. Anything to be done?
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all.